I want to talk about something. I want to talk about bullying, more particularly about autistic bullying. It's been a problem for a long time for those who've been bullied, been called names, and a lot of other things that we can talk about. And now, obviously, my experience with bullying comes from basically public school. Public school, one of the things that you kind of have to put up with. Now, do I consider myself a bully? I mean, I could really put up with somebody's shit sometimes. But I do have a big mouth, so yeah. But I try not to do that. Obviously, I'm trying not to. You see, being a bully is not a good thing, but also getting bullied is not a good thing either. I was bullied when I was a kid, and I basically, the thing is that I, been through a lot during those times. I've probably seen, um, I was not bullied because of autism. I was bullied because I was fat. Maybe for autism, but I'm pretty sure it was autism because I mean, if you make fun of me, that's not very good either. But can I defend myself? Yes. And there's obviously, a lot of things like what are the behavioral problems of high functioning autism. This shows it right here, man. Having trouble playing and socializing well with peers or avoiding socializing altogether. They prefer to be alone because others do not do things exactly as they do. Having a narrow range of interests and becoming fixated on certain topics and or slash routines. Eating a narrow range of foods. I'm having this kind of problem where I don't really have a routine and I'm kind of just fixated on certain topics. Yes, I am. And yeah, I've been probably eating too much. There's manipulative behaviors. Okay, why does it have to be me about me? Okay, like what what do I do? Why is this telling me what is the life expectancy of someone with high functioning autism? 72 years. But for me is kind of questioned. I don't know if I unwanted behaviors in autism. Yeah, that's it. I don't do that. Um, Signs of abuse in autism: unexplained bruises, pain, or weight loss. Additionally, behavior changes, including avoidance of certain people or places, may indicate victimization. Yeah, people can get victimized, especially me. I can be a victim. Um, do autistic people age slower? Not really. Um, it takes a long time to kind of. We don't really age slower though. Rest in peace to him. Rest in peace to him. He was the longest, but there, we everybody has been, it's not just about getting bullied and having to be like making fun of someone, and obviously there's also you say things that are offensive to autistic people. That's not okay. Like, so do not make like jokes about autism. Don't do that because that's very disrespectful, especially towards me because I don't like that. I do not like jokes that are dealing with like there is a lot of autism discrimination, persecution, and opposition that ejected to is form of ableism. This is a legitimately serious thing. That ableism is a thing, and then there's also another one which I might talk about that we're gonna get to, and that is called disability hate crime. Now, obviously, if you hate an autistic person, what the fuck's wrong with you? It's not just an autistic person; it's also a person with disability. It's literally what I see is this explains it all. The, the phenomenon can take many forms, from verbal abuse, intimidatory behavior, to vandalism, to assault, or even murder. Although data are limited, studies appear to show that verbal abuse and harassment are the most common things to do to a disabled person. Not just a disabled person, but a person with autism. I'm not fucking joking. And this is a very serious thing because it is. I said it myself. Because you hate an autistic person, shame on you. I mean, even destroying a disability symbol, that's crime. That's criminal. That is very bad, honestly, in a lot of ways. And this is also a big thing here too. Um, and there's also not just that. It's like you also have disability abuse. Disability abuse is when a person with a disability is abused physically, financially, sexually, or psychologically due to the person having a disability. This type of abuse has also been considered a hate crime. The abuse is not limited to those who are visibly disabled or physically deformed, but also includes those with learning, intellectual, and developmental disabilities or mental illnesses. This is this is not a good thing to have, and there is risk factors for abuse. And like I said, bullying is one of them. This as well, and just a lot of things. And you have to be. It's just not okay, you know. And this is not okay. Like, you can't. You do this shit. This is okay. Canada explains this. And it's not just autistic bullying that's a serious thing. This as well, like this, it's very serious. And obviously, when you're not just bullying someone, you make fun of someone and you mock them and all that shit, that's not fucking okay. And that kind of shit needs to stop. Like, I mean, especially if someone was doing that to me, then that's not fucking okay. Or, like, when someone decides, I'm gonna go harass him, then that's not okay either. You can't go do that, those kind of things. Verbal abuse is a big fucking problem here. And, I may have, in my past times, I may have been rude, but that's because I'm either wanting to know something, or I'm mad about something, or it has to deal with something. Because I may have been sometimes, back in the day, I had my issues. I clearly still do. But at the same time, I've learned how to control that half the time. I know that I'm not the best person. I know I'm not the greatest person to be around. I know that I just have, everybody has issues in their own right. Even me. Okay? We've all had our fair share of problems, even financially. Because it's a very serious thing. I know I try to do my best to help people, even though I care about them, and I know I should focus more on myself, which is what I've learned over time, and just I realize, like, yeah, I should focus on myself more. And I know that I've been focusing too much on people, and it's kind of affected my health in some ways. I mean, I think about it, and I either try to fix myself or I try to hurt myself. There's always ways to. I want to thrive, obviously, and I know I will. There's just other ways that I think, in other words, you learn. You learn yourself. And I know I hate this. I know that I'm not going through a good time. I know my life isn't the best. But it doesn't mean like it's over. I know that I need to work on basically losing so much of that weight over time. It's going to take a long time to lose as much weight as I could, even if I committed to myself to doing that and putting a diet with that. But I know I'm getting off topic, but never never make fun of an autistic person. Never bully an autistic person. Never mock them. Never discriminate them. Never insult them. And just obviously just don't hurt them or hurt their feelings or even try to assault them and you know or harass them. And that's what I'm saying, and try to kill them, of course, but especially me, because I'm a very important person, I think, and I'm special. And you also gotta make sure you say things nice about an autistic person, not something offensive, because it's just not good. And outright it's horrible. And I know someone who basically made fun of me behind my back and was literally making fun of my autism. Literally. Like, not just talking shit behind my back, but making fun of me. And it's not nice that they did that, because honestly, I can understand what they did, and we all gotta move on from that. Because I had to put up with shit like that over the years, especially being made fun of and everything else. I can put up with it because I can. Because I know myself very well. But I just need to be the best version of myself, even though I'm not right now. That's it. That is it.